Happy blessed Earth Day to my beautiful cousin Mark. I miss you, Mark.
Freedom made across some county line. Freedom is a flame that burns within you. Freedom's in the state of mind. Freedom, 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 freedom. Freedom is the flame that burns within you.
Freedom's in the
state of mind.
Ba 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 ba. Freedom is leaving without ya. Freedom is a place you float to find. Freedom isn't how ya think about ya. Freedom's in the state of mind. Freedom, 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 freedom. Think about ya. Freedom's in the state of mind. Get to freedom by riding on a train. The only way to freedom is right on through your brain. Whoa, 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 whoa. Freedom. So funny to have like a slave and an owner sing about freedom, right? But today is my cousin's birthday. Yay, Mark Hardy, I love you. Mark passed away in 1990. He was a senior, or actually he had just graduated. He actually died on his prom night, right after his prom, right after he had gone to his prom. In the car, on the way home, there was a mysterious car accident. From what I understand, it's just a mystery. Yeah. You know. But today I give honor to my cousin Mark because Mark was a superstar through and through. He was multi-talented, very genius. He had a full scholarship to Morehouse. He had just been on the Cosby Show in that past year as Vanessa's love interest in a mall. She was interested in him. And then Justine, Theo's girlfriend in the Cosby Show, she and he were very good friends, and she actually went to the prom with him, so she was with him on the night that he passed. And R.I.P. to her too. She wasn't in the car. She passed of, I think, cancer years later. But I actually met her. Yeah, I went to his memorial event because, again, he was a superstar his whole life. So he had his whole high school, did something very big for him with his sister, who is also a superstar, that she sings. And so they both sing. And so she actually did like duets with his voice, and sang a lot of tributes to him, a lot of Stevie Wonder. Yeah. So I remember that song, Freedom, because Crystal and Mark would always sing. They were always in theater, musicals, and so I learned that song, and that song means a lot to me. Actually, my first ayahuasca ceremony, was it ayahuasca? Yeah, my first ayahuasca ceremony, when I went under, that's what came to me, was that song. And yeah, in my spirit, I'm very close to my cousin. I always have been. He's a Virgo. His birthday was 10 days after mine. And we are a lot alike, so I really love him, and he was a very uplifting, grounding, yet uplifting person. He had the best laugh. He had a great sense of humor. And like I said, he was multi-talented. His voice was incredible. And he had like more than a 4.0 when he graduated and was on his way to Morehouse. And at that time I was at Howard, and I was so excited because I thought we were going to, be buddies, college buddies. Since I was at Howard, he was at Morehouse. I was a cheerleader. I would have been visiting him and stuff, and he would have been visiting me. But no, he never even made it to Morehouse. He never even made it to the summer. On his prom night, he got killed. So I give honor to him. And I mean, while I'm on here talking about him, I might as well talk about overall the experience of being on the farm in Eastover with my cousins, Eastover, South Carolina, on the Butler property, the Butler farm, and how much I enjoyed because my grandfather was a pastor, a Baptist preacher, and founder of a few churches. The one that sticks in my mind as far as the name is the Daughters of Zion Baptist Church. And I really loved going to the churches where they would sing those old Negro spirituals, and they would like kind of moan for long periods of time and like get really hyped and catch the spirit and all that stuff. I really love that because it's kind of like just doing it. I mean, like for them, I guess they were doing it with like family, with community, right? And so that was very meaningful for me. And Mark and Crystal were a big part of that for me because they did sing, and there were times that we performed in front of the church all together. So yeah, we sang "Oh Freedom, oh freedom, oh freedom over me. And before I be a slave, I'll be buried in my grave and go home to my Lord and be free." They'll be singing, they'll be singing. Oh, actually, it was no more moaning, no more moaning, no more moaning over me. And before I be a slave, I'll be buried in my grave and go home to my Lord and be free. Then it's they'll be singing, they'll be singing, they'll be singing over me, over me. And before I be a slave, I'll be buried in my grave and go home to my Lord and be free. We're gonna ride in chariot in the morning, Lord. We're gonna ride in chariot in the morning, Lord. Getting ready for the judgment day, my Lord, my Lord. Are you ready, my sister? Oh yeah. Are you ready for the journey? Oh yeah. Are you ready to see Jesus? Oh yeah. I'm ready for the journey and I'm ready to go. We're gonna ride in chariot in the morning, Lord. Gonna ride in chariot in the morning, Lord. Getting ready for the judgment day, my Lord, my Lord. Are you ready, my brother? Are you ready for the journey? Are you ready to see Jesus? I'm ready for the journey and I'm ready to go. We're gonna ride in chariot in the morning, Lord. Gonna ride in chariot in the morning, Lord. Getting ready for the judgment day, my Lord, my Lord. I got shoes, you got shoes, all God's children got shoes. When we get to heaven, we're gonna put on shoes, we're gonna walk all over God's heaven, heaven, heaven. Everybody's talking about Everybody's talking about heaven, ain't going there. Heaven, heaven. I'm gonna walk all over God's heaven. I don't remember the other things, but I got a hat. You got a hat? I got a hat. When I get to heaven, I'm gonna put on my hat and gonna walk all over God's heaven. Heaven, heaven. Everybody's talking about heaven, ain't going there. Heaven, heaven. I'm gonna walk all over God's heaven. So I hope I pray, I envision my cousin Mark walking all over God's heaven with his shoes, with his hat, with his coat. And another notable thing about my cousin Mark was during that time is when apartheid was a big issue. It was before apartheid was abolished. And again, he was a singer, and he started he created a song about ending apartheid, and he had a very good South African friend that he was working with. You know, he had an extremely good heart. That was the best thing about Mark, okay? Like, he was talented, but what was best about him was his heart. He was a great, authentic, well-meaning, beautiful, bright, radiant energy who I miss very much. And that's why it's important for me to, you know, to acknowledge him, because, you know, at 53, you realize that your memories are just in your head. So I just want to record my love for my cousin. As a Virgo, Mark enjoyed plants and animals as much as I did. Very earthy. There he is. And look, they have a human rights award. Look, there he is. What a cutie pie he was. See? Mark Hardy, my cousin. He was in Westfield, New Jersey. Probably, like, you know, very few black people there. I'm sure that had nothing to do with his death. Oh, he's so cute. Yeah, so I didn't even know. They have a human rights award that they give out every year. And listen to this. The selected individual will have demonstrated the following, and this is because this is the kind of person he was. Openness and friendliness to persons of all races, creeds, and nationalities. Involvement in leadership in organizations and activities committed to improving human relations. Extraordinary personal dignity. The willingness to risk for what he or she believes is right. Absolute acceptance of others, respect for diversity, great personal integrity, deep caring and willingness to listen, the strength and ability to lead by example. Yes, who was tragically. It says the award is named in honor of Mark Hardy, a talented and promising student and a member of First Congregational Church of Westfield, who was tragically killed in a car accident in 1990, shortly before his graduation from Westfield High. Mark was a National Merit Scholar, a gifted singer and actor, and was exceptionally active in the preservation of human rights. Because of his dedication and commitment to social justice, they established it in his memory. Yeah. I love you, Mark, and I'm thankful for the family connections that I had that were never soiled. Mark and I always had a very pure relationship, and so I will continue to celebrate him as long as I'm on this earth. Ashe. So let's continue to cherish our loved ones and just reminding you to continue to embody the sacred transformation. This is Mariposa Ma'at. Until next time, peace.